every good government job has a handbook, right?
Yes, right.
And so this is called a Resident Officer Handbook. And it was used by a unique class of newly minted Foreign Service officers in 1950. Normally, a new class of officers, you know, they go off to various parts of the world, but this class was unique. They all went to the same place in 1950, and they all went to Germany. So why would they all go to Germany in 1950?
Well, there was World War II. So what we're looking at here is really diplomatic efforts in Germany because of the political instability in Germany, and so the competing forces between the communism and then bringing democracy back to Germany. So these officers were very specifically trained by using this handbook in a way to to promote the American values, but also the values and the benefit of having a democratic government as opposed to adopting a communist government.
And these officers were quite aware, that by their own personal example, they were representing America as well, and so they were instructed quite clearly to, not necessarily behave yourself, but to recognize that people are watching you because you are an American. And the handbook does go into some detail on different programs that they were supposed to implement, as well as some of the more bureaucratic parts of their job. For example, here in the table of contents, the handbook covers things like citizen participation in government, or women in public affairs, and other things like religious affairs or community councils. In addition, there were programs for education and refugees, and other sort of finance type of programs.
Think about the state on the ground that American Foreign Service officers are dealing with. I mean, you were just at war with this country, right? But this is a country that you want to maintain a very strong bilateral relationship with and establish an economic relationship with. And so I think that this book was designed to help them.
Exactly. So the Diplomacy Center began really back in the year 2000 during Secretary Albright's tenure. And since then, the program has really grown. It's a public-private partnership, and there is a private foundation that has been, over the years, raising money, garnering support. On the State Department side, the office came into being, the collection has come into being, and we are moving forward in partnership with the foundation to develop the exhibitions and public programs for the Future Museum, continuing to collect artifacts. And we are looking forward to opening to the public in a few years.